Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Urvashi and today in this video I'm going to be talking about the third house in your birth chart according to Lal Kitab and how it connects with Vastu, the Vastu of your house. So what is Vastu? Vastu is the science of construction as mentioned in our scriptures. Like astrology, we see a birth chart. So similarly, Vastu is related to construction. It's all about architecture, whether it be construction of your home, whether it be construction of a commercial property. There are certain rules that have been laid down in our scriptures. So that is what Vastu is. So here I'm going to be talking about the third house in your natal chart and how we see it in Lal Kitab and how it connects to Vastu, and I will also be talking about remedies that we can do to enhance this third house and take away the problems or the doshas, Vastu doshas that exist in our homes connected to the third house. So the third house according to Lal Kitab is the natural sign of Gemini, with the first house being Aries, the second Taurus, third Gemini, fourth Cancer, and so on and so forth. So the third house is the natural sign of Gemini. Mercury rules this sign. But according to Lal Kitab, the planet which is the significator of the third house is Mars. So Mars becomes the most important planet for the third house. The condition of the third house will totally depend on the condition of Mars. The third house is our subconscious, it's our intelligence, it's our will, it's our determination, it's our courage, it's our action, it's our arms, hands, shoulders, and the third house is siblings. The 11th house is, of course, in Vedic astrology we know the 11th house is elder siblings, the third house is younger siblings, but the third house is generally siblings, close cousins, friends, how courageous you are, how brave you are, or how cowardly you are, how much of an initiative can you take, how determined are you. The third house is extremely important. Sometimes we forget the third house when we are seeing success in life. We only focus on the 10th house, the 6th house. But the third house is extremely important because that is where the action is. That is where the initiative is. If the third house is weak, then you will not take initiatives. Sometimes you come across people, they make a lot of plans. I'm going to do this, I'm going to study that, I'm going to take up that career. And then they end up doing nothing. If you know such people, remember that the third house is weak. You can check their charts and you will see the third house is weak. And people who are extremely determined, extremely focused, who are courageous, who are brave under all circumstances, who have good relations with their siblings, with their close cousins and friends, you will see a good third house and you will see a strong Mars in the chart. And on the other hand, if Mars is afflicted, Mars is weak, the third house is afflicted, weak, then all this will suffer. The siblings can suffer. Your relationships with siblings can suffer. You may not be in touch with them. They may not be doing well financially. There is an issue with the siblings. So Mars is the most important planet that you have to see here. Mars is best in the first house, which is the natural sign of Aries, in the third house, in the 6th house, and in the 10th house. The 10th house is the natural sign of Capricorn, where Mars exalts. So if you have Mars in any of these houses, the 1st, 3rd, 6th or 10th, then you have a good third house. So two things to see for the third house: see Mars and see the planet posited in the third house. Mars and planets that are friendly to Mars are great in the third house. Mars, Jupiter, Sun and Moon are friends. But Jupiter is not the best planet in the third house for many reasons. But today I'm going to only talk about Lal Kitab. Jupiter exalts in Cancer, Mars debilitates in Cancer. Mars exalts in Capricorn, Jupiter debilitates in Capricorn. That is the reason why Jupiter is not the best planet in the third house, even according to Lal Kitab. But Sun and Moon are good because they are friends of Mars. The other planets, Saturn, Ketu, Mercury, are not good because they are not friends of Mars. So friends of Mars are welcome in the third house. If you have any of these friendly planets in the third house, in the 7th house, in the 11th house, because these three houses support each other, then you have a good third house and you have a well-placed Mars, then you have a good third house, a strong third house. You will be able to take initiatives. The third house decides your career, your initiatives, your growth, your fortune. It shows whether you have the ability to stabilize things in your life. In order to bring stability in life, it is important to take that initiative, to have that drive, to have that desire. The third house is where desire starts. It's the first karma house. That is where desire starts. That is where initiatives happen. That is where effort happens. That is where courage is. That is where will is. And that is where success is. And Mars exalts in the 10th house. So if you take that initiative in the third house, then your career gets exalted in the 10th house. And if the third house is weak, in Vastu, if you talk about your house, your home, the third house maps to the southwest direction. The southwest direction is the earth element. So Mars is for south, but specifically the third house is the southwest area of your house, the southwest corner of the house, and that is the earth element. That is the zone of stability at home. If the southwest direction is disturbed, then there will be total instability. Similarly, if the third house is not strong, if you're not courageous, if you're not able to face the difficult situations in life, if Mars is weak, Mars is in the 4th house, let's say, where it debilitates, then there will be instability in life. The southwest direction should be higher than the northwest and the northeast. In fact, it is the highest direction. It should have the highest wall. The highest level should be the southwest direction. Should be closed as far as possible. The main entrance should not be in the southwest corner. If you have an entrance, try and take it towards the west, as far as possible towards the northwest. The southwest direction, if it has a kitchen, the ladies of that house will be in trouble where the health is concerned. If the southwest direction has a well or a tank, a water tank or a water body, then there's going to be a lot of stress in this home. If the southwest direction has a toilet in the exact southwest of the house, in the exact southwest, you can have a toilet towards the west, not in the exact southwest. If you have that, then lots of ups and downs in life. And if you have any of these doshas in your chart, if you have, let's suppose you have a tank, underground tank, having a tank overhead in the southwest is good. Having a tank underground is bad. If you have that, remember the third house of your chart is afflicted and there could be instability in life. So it is important that we clear these doshas from our home, and then the third house stabilizes the energy, the courage, the valor, the initiatives, our relationship with our siblings will all start improving if we work on the southwest direction of our home. Keep it stable, keep it closed, less of windows, no entrances, heavy. Keep the heaviest furniture on the southwest area. And vice versa, if you have a good third house, then you will have a stable home, stable income, more stability at home. And if you have a good third house, if you have a good Mars, let's suppose you have Mars in the 10th house or the first house or the third house, then it is great to have, even if you have a house facing the south, you will do very well. A south facing house but with a high wall, because the southern direction is always higher than north, east and northwest. So it should be a high wall on the southern direction. If you have a south facing house, keep the wall high. And if you have Mars well posited, it will bring great fortune for you, because you are just activating that energy of Mars in your chart. So then Mars activates the third house. But if you have a planet like Saturn posited in the third house, Saturn is not good in the third house according to Vastu. Mars here, this is a Kama house, the house of desires. Mars is the planet for desires, for initiatives. Saturn has nothing to do with desires. Saturn just separates us from things, and Saturn slows things down, where you quickly want to go take an initiative. Mars is energetic, Saturn is lethargic. So if you have Saturn in the third house, then it's not good to have a south facing house. Then that's not a good idea. The third house also shows how you will die, the environment when you leave this plane. The third house, if you have Rahu in the third house, Rahu is also not good in the third house. Rahu is also not friend of Mars. Rahu in the third house is great for achievement because Rahu is exalted there. But Rahu there sometimes, according to Lal Kitab, can spoil your relations with your in-laws. And when you spoil your relations with your in-laws, because according to Lal, Rahu is in-laws. So if you spoil your relationship with them, you will suffer. And on the other hand, if you develop good relations with them, you will strengthen your third house. Affliction to the third house. If the third house is afflicted, let's suppose, or affliction to the southwest area of your house. If this axis is afflicted, the southwest, northeast, it's one axis. If this is afflicted, there will be kapha dosh. So in that case, diseases related to bronchitis, congestion of the lungs, sinus, the total nasal tract, the respiratory tract, those kind of diseases. Because if you see, southwest is connected to the third house, northeast is connected to the fourth house. And if we talk about Vedic astrology, so the third and the fourth house is all about the neck and the chest, this area. So similarly, if we see an affliction in your northeast zone, which maps to the fourth house of your birth chart, or the southwest zone of your house, which maps to the third house of your chart, then you will see such people living in those houses will have issues related to the chest and lungs and breathing and kapha doshas. And so you can check this both ways, the third house and fourth house of your chart, which map into the northeast and the southwest. Or you can check, if you are having these problems, then check the southwest and the northeast axis of your house and see how they are. Let's suppose the southwest is lower than the northeast is higher, or you have a water body in the southwest, or you have an underground, a basement dug on the southwest side. or a water body or a water tank or a well somewhere on the southwest side or a cut in the southwest, then you will see that there are problems in the breathing area. So how can we now strengthen the southwest of our home? For the house, keep the wall higher, keep the ground level little higher, keep the wall higher. Try and avoid entrances. If there are balconies, if there are lots of windows, you can use pyramids to rectify those. If you have a toilet there, at least move the toilet seat away towards the west, towards the northwest as far as possible. Similarly for the kitchen, because this is the earth zone, keep it as stable, keep it as solid as possible. It will bring stability to your life. Similarly for your birth chart, if you want Mars to be sitting in your third house, because that is a great position to have Mars in the third house for initiatives and courage, in that case wear a copper bracelet. Copper is for Mars. The third house signifies our arms, our shoulders, so wearing a copper bracelet, or wearing sometimes we wear that red thread on our wrist also, so that too ensures having Mars in the third house. So that is one of the simple remedies, and there are lots of remedies for Vastu, but I've given you the basics. You can stick to the basics, and having a good third house ensures success in career, because that is where all our initiatives, all our effort, all our courage is connected to, which gives us that fighting spirit. That is the battlefield, that is where the war happens, that is the weapons, that is where the weapons are. The third house is the weapon. Our arms and our communication is what we use in this world to fight or to make money. So communication and hands, all connected to the third house. And if you have weapons at home, all the hardware, all the utensils that you have at home, make sure they are not rusted at all, because that spoils Mars, that spoils your third house. If you have any gadgets at home, electronics at home, if they are not working, dispose them off, because Rahu signifies technology and electronics. And if you have all these gadgets at home and not kept well, not being used properly, just cluttering the place, then you have a lot of negative Rahu energy. And Rahu exalts in the third house, in the natural sign of Gemini, and Rahu rules the southwest direction. So if you are keeping any gadgets at home, any electronics or any hardware, and that is rusted, not working, just cluttering the place, in bad shape, you will end up spoiling your third house. And whichever planet is in your third house, remember to take care of those things at home. For instance, Saturn in the third house, if you have old parents at home, take care of your old parents. If you have Mercury there, take care of your sisters, your masis, buas, your aunts, and all the mercurial things at home, plants for instance. So these are some of the remedies you can use to enhance the third house, to enhance the southwest direction of your home, and to invite prosperity into your house. So whichever planet is in the third house, take care of that thing at home. And generally things related to the third house like Mars and Rahu, take care of those things at home, because afflictions to the Mars things at home or the Rahu things at home, we do have a lot of electronics and gadgets and hardware at home, and if they are afflicted and broken and rusted and all, that is a very, very negative energy for the southwest direction of the home. So that is all for now. I will now be talking to you in the next video. Bye bye for now.